welcome back to Legion Elite Motorsports. Today we're going to figure out if we're going to keep the black conquest or get rid of it. Drum roll please. We're keeping it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to get it running first, and as time goes on we're going to attack each and every rust area until it's clean and looks brand new. So we're going to roll the footage on the cleanup of that, and also today we're going to be working on this car too. We're going to be installing the steering wheel, and we're going to install the turbo, and we're going to tack up the downpipe. Next week's episode, we're going to skip the Mirage Project 2, and we're going to go back into the black Starion, because I do want to start, taking it apart, getting everything ready to be put back together. Concerning that turbo, we're not going to go big 16G. We're actually going to go T28, which is for SR20, and that'll actually work out better for what we're trying to do. So stay tuned for that, and let's get started. So first things first, the throttle body. I'm going to use everything to rebuild that, clean it up, and make it look good. Not using this radiator anymore. I'm pretty sure it's rusted inside. Gonna clean up, well, all of this stuff is going to go in the garbage. This too, garbage. Vacuum hose. The turbo's going in the garbage. This pipe is gonna get replaced along with the bottom one. Taking the cruise control out, not going to need that. Taking the ABS module out, not going to need that. Charcoal canister, that's going in the garbage. And there's more. I'm going to check that exhaust manifold to make sure it's still good and not cracked. Also, as far as the computer is concerned, I'm not going to use the stock computer anymore. When I get this car running, it's going to be on standalone. We're going to clean this car out today, so we're going to see what's in here. So we have two computers. One is 87 and one is 88. I'm going to open those up and see which one's which. Not now, but in general. So we're going to keep these. So we got a new distributor, which is definitely going to come in handy. We're going to use this. The computer we're going to go with is going to be a fuel only, so that'll work. And ooh, this is nice. We'll be using this. Got a valve cover gasket here. We're going to be swapping that out. Glove box is not broken, so we're going to put this back in. Get this stuff out as we go. Air freshener. No, stinks in here. Cover, we'll keep this. So let's put that there, including the gasket. All of these screws, we're going to keep them until I sort all of them out. And we'll put back the carpet. Let's see what it looks like under here. Oh yeah, it looks brand new. All right. All right. Window wiper arm. Leave a comment below if you know what window wiper arm you can use for the Starion that is the exact same but without this piece, to kind of get it back up to date with the regular hook. Because I heard Gallant, but I'm not too sure. But I definitely need to upgrade or update. So leave a comment below for that. And what I'm going to do, since I'm not going multi-port with this car, is I'm going to use the wiring diagram and just pin everything out from here, instead of running all of the new wires to the new ECU in the engine bay. So this will save a lot of time and headache. So I'll get the wiring diagram for that. And these seats are going to be for sale. As you can see, I mean, they're dirty, but they're not ripped. They look pretty good. So shoot me a price for that. We're going to see if we can get this out. Dashboard is clean. We're going to need a radio, which I have a couple of the factory radios, but it looks like they chopped the harness. So I will get a wiring diagram for that and put something in this area. Alrighty, so in the back here we got a head gasket here, and since this appears to be why this car is not running, we're obviously going to change it, but we're not going to use this head gasket. I have a better one in mind, and it is called a Ajusa head gasket. Runs about $60, almost $70 shipped. I'm gonna get that one. I've had very good experiences with that head gasket, so this one I'll keep, but I'm not using it. So that's that. We got a belt. Looks like power steering belt. This one looks like water pump. Brand new, so we'll keep that. Bezel for the fog lights. Keep that. Alright, both bezels. Digging it. Intake manifold gasket. We're going to replace this on this car. So this will be replaced. And I'm going to do some modifications to the factory intake manifold to increase flow and eliminate emissions. Since we're in Florida, we could do that. Sorry, California. Ooh. That's funny. This is water pump gasket. Throttle body gasket. And then this cork one is an unknown gasket. Could be fuel tank. Doubt it, but yeah, no, that's not fuel tank. Okay. Thermostat gasket. We're gonna keep all of that. And we have one bottle of unopened motor oil. I hope they know that this engine takes more than 1 quart of oil. FYI, if you didn't know. Alrighty. And then this is the, I know this one. I know, and it's got water in it. So this is the knee guard for the passenger side. So I have all of the screws for this. We're going to pop this back in. Actually, we're going to leave it out because if I fill up the radiator with water and it leaks inside, I have a pipe to replace, or a heater core to replace, which I really doubt they sell that anymore. So I'll probably plug it or make something aftermarket. Sounds interesting. Ooh. Another one of these garbage wiper blade hooks. Again, leave a comment. Like, seriously, I don't want to go to the store and try to have to put this thing together. Then we have a clean exhaust manifold gasket. Even new out the box, I don't think they look this good. This is nice. But yes, we're going to change that too. Make sure we don't have any exhaust leaks. Also, what is that? A cast iron manifold or whatever the material is. The point is that the manifold flexes after, you would assume, almost 30 years. So we're going to get the manifold resurfaced so it mates to this gasket properly, so I have no exhaust leaks. So there's that. See what we got here. Oh, look at that. We got a transmission mount. Now, I'm pretty sure this person got this mount with a purpose, so we are going to fulfill that purpose and put in this transmission mount. Also, oh let me see. Okay. Also, we're gonna check the engine mounts once we get the car running and see if those need to be changed also. So that should be good. They seem pretty sturdy. So we'll keep this one going. That in a pretty box. Alrighty. And we're gonna take this home. And the back seat is cleaned out. Got the 2 studs for there. Gonna get the studs for that. And I have to cut off a piece of the return line because that's a little too wide. I think I'm gonna do both sides. Once that's modded, that'll be ready to go on. And shaved everything down and it fits perfectly. I was able to put the bolts in and it's ready to go. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop off the existing one. And this was a horrible job, but that's fine. So I got my marker with me and we're gonna cut our first cut. Right there, and I'm gonna put the turbo manifold on to see which way I need that to be cut and bent. So let's get to it. We're gonna cut our first piece just to get this upper piece out of the way. And let me see. Okay, perfect. So pause that. Okay, so we're basically gonna tie it up like this and we're gonna get the cutting. Take this off because we're kind of stretched for space. And let's go. So we're gonna test fit this in here. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this directly in half, and then I'll be able to trim this down as soon as I see how much is needed from the downpipe. long story short, this is pretty much where we're at. Downpipe is complete. I'm going to put the turbo manifold and turbo in, and hopefully we'll get a start in a couple seconds. And there you have it. She's alive. Alright, so please excuse the background noise, but we are all assembled, running good, and had to replace those cheap eBay fuel lines because they burst when I started the car to just some AutoZone fuel lines for now. So FYI, if you plan on getting any of that equipment. But also on this side, I'm going to be getting another boot and more clamps because one of my clamps gave out on me. No big deal. Just waiting for those parts to come in. And next, we are going to have the steering wheel installed. Alright, so now we're going to change this destroyed steering wheel. And first, I'm going to pop out these 6 screws here. Alright, got our horn button, which broke. Goes to show how long it's been since it was taken out. Alright, trash. And we're gonna get a nice black one in there. Perfect. Alrighty. So we're gonna strip these. And we're gonna size up some new connectors. Looks like that one will work. Twist this up real good. Perfect. Gonna make sure this works. Key in on position. today. The car is running, fire is up, and I'm waiting for a couple of parts to come through the mail. I got a 45-degree boot with new clamps for my filter, so waiting for that, and yeah, should be good to go. So definitely subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I will see you next episode. It's going to be about the black conquest.